My name is Megan Haupt. I'm the head coordinator for the Philly Swap-A-Rama Rama. This is the second year that we've run this at the Old Pine Community Center. Swap-A-Rama Rama is a large community clothing swap that was started by a woman named Wendy Tremaine, based out of New York. What it is it's a giant community clothing swap with the added bonus of having local silk screeners, artists on hand to modify the swapped clothes. The intention is to create a community for the swapped goods to show that there's more than one life beyond a garment, that you could either use it to give a new life to someone else who's maybe not ever had that garment before, or you could use it for raw materials to create something else.
So basically any city, any town is welcome to sort of take on the name Swap-A-Rama Rama, but there's creative rights to it. So there's a set of guidelines that you need to follow in order to take on the name and take on the idea, but beyond that there's a lot of creative freedom. So you can add different elements depending on what city you're in, what area you're in. You pick your charity, so we picked Girls Rock Philly this year, and every year we can, change that out. And our workshops, we can pick whatever we want depending on the trends and whatever the organizers feel is, in the know and that's trendy at the time.
I'm from the Hacktory, and a couple weeks ago we had a really well-attended workshop that was using computer parts and old electronics parts to make jewelry. And so here at Swap-A-Rama Rama today, we've taken a lot of the same parts, and we're hoping people can find the inspiration in them to use them to embellish clothing, or to make jewelry or hair pieces, etc. So we have the stuff here for them to make, as well as parts that have been cleaned off, and information on where they can find other similar parts.
Hi, I'm Beth. I'm with Girls Rock Philly. I'm the director actually, and Girls Rock Philly is a one-week summer day camp for girls. It's a nonprofit where we teach them guitars, bass, keys, drums, DJing, and vocals, and then we put them in bands and they make their own songs and they write them. And we're actually playing the CD right now. We're going to have 3 DJs from our camp DJing a bit later. They created their own playlist and they learned all the skills at camp. And we were really happy that Swap-A-Rama Rama decided to use us as the receptacle for all of their excess proceeds this time around, because we do a lot of band art as well. Once the girls have their bands, we teach them how to silk screen and make buttons and t-shirts and posters and all of that. So this is a really nice tie-in with that. And we're actually running into a lot of friends here as well.
We're the Handmade Philly team. Our table is focusing on applique and embroidery and basically any type of embellishment, so that anyone with no experience or with experience can alter their clothing.
So we run a shop called Derisory Designs in Port Richmond, and we screen print t-shirts for everybody. And so this is actually a nice break from the typical type of work we do. We get to have fun and do some creative things today.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Rubinetti. We're at the Philadelphia Swap-A-Rama, second annual. This year looks like a bigger turnout than last year. It's pretty exciting. This is the trims table. Amber and I are sewing some trims donated by M&J Trimming in New York, and also by locals like myself. And we were just making some great shirts and using what we can, like to do something kind of cool or different. Out of boring, plain shirts. Or really horribly old clothes that, maybe someone didn't want, but somebody else is gonna get a kick out of, if you could call it that.
Adding trim is also a really good way to cover up holes or stains on something that you love, and you just want to keep wearing it, so you can add like a little bit of embellishment, a little flower, a little trim, and then you can keep wearing it, no one will ever know.
Okay, so my name's Corey Tice. I have a painting accessory business called Corey Ann. I have an Etsy site and I sell locally in the city. And what I do is I take vintage and thrift store accessories and kind of make them new again by painting different designs and animals, sometimes flowers, as you can see.